How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Just wanted to give you the little midday update that I've been doing here, which there's a lot of red in the market right now. You can kind of see the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are actually green a little bit. The Dow is down, but I want to answer some questions, talk to you a little bit about what I'm seeing in the market right now. That being said, I'm uploading this to the whole channel, but in case you are not part of the Patreon, you can definitely check out the Patreon. I've been answering the questions from the Patreon, so hopefully that helps a lot of people. We can kind of see here that VYGVF, a company that I bought today, is actually up a decent amount since we bought it. It's up 15% overall. Jeremy from Financial Education talked about it yesterday. I talked about it pretty in depth in the Patreon and my bullish thesis behind it. Also, we have CCIV and LFMD kind of battling out here for the second position up on the day. We're holding both of those. And then we have some companies in the green, but then we have a lot of red. CLSK is one that I talked about this morning in my video. It dumped off about what they are diluting shares by. So they're raising up 200 million. However, I think this is actually good for the company. They don't have that much revenue anyways compared to their share price. So I'd rather have them have the cash and expand and grow revenues much quicker, especially with what they are planning to do, with how much revenue they plan on having. I don't think this will really set them back in the long term. And we're years away, or we're a far way away from where we want to be with this company. So just helping them grow faster is really important. And then Czech is down a lot after yesterday, and we have some other companies that are down too. But generally, we're just seeing a lot of companies around 3 to 5% down on the day. A lot of these tech companies, a lot of these SPACs and penny stocks and stuff. But then we have some companies that are actually doing pretty well. So getting onto the questions, though, let's see. Some people are, I keep on getting comments about this on my channel. People want me to look over TRCH, I believe is the ticker. I took a look at it. It's like an oil company. I probably won't talk about it. It's down like 45% from the top, and people that keep on commenting about it keep on saying that like I'm waiting for other YouTubers to cover it, which I'm not doing. I just don't think it's that interesting at this point. But a lot of people are saying CLSK is a good time to buy the dip. Let's get on to some questions here, though. Okay, so people are saying, sorry, two more questions. Thoughts on GWAC taking Cypher crypto mining public? I actually talked about that. Cypher, so the company that they're taking public is, I believe, a subsidiary of another company. The subsidiary hasn't done much so far. The parent company has done a lot, but and then they ask, let's say Bitcoins have all been mined. Do mining stocks like CLSK mine other crypto? So I don't know if you can convert them, but it's going to be, I believe, 2140 before all mining of Bitcoin has been finished. There's a halving process, so when people mine a lot of Bitcoin, the amount of work that they have to do doubles at certain points. So they naturally mine half as much. So a couple years down the line, we might see like a drop in a lot of mining stocks because of this halving process, but that's years away. I believe the last one happened in 2020. I could see that happening a little bit more frequently because there are more miners out there. Could you please post the merger dates when knowing? I'm not sure what merger dates you're talking about, but maybe. The last Bitcoin, yeah, so they're talking about the last Bitcoin, and then they talk about it there. What will be your advice for someone who is in stock for the first time? Need your help, please. That's a very broad question. I would say learning about the stock market's important. Diversification is important, so don't put all your money in some stock that you think will do really well, even if you're like 95% sure that it will do well. And of course, this is not financial advice. I can't give financial advice and all that stuff because I'm not a financial advisor. But if it was me, I would stay away from putting all my money in risky stocks. Even if you're like diversified across like 3 or 4 risky stocks, that's not good enough in my opinion. Like buy some companies that are good long-term, big companies, and then diversify also into some other stuff if you're really interested in it. What do you think of time insider selling? Trying to figure out if I should sell for a loss or hold. So I haven't seen that. I haven't looked to see what like who's selling or anything like that, but I would say just check to see if it's like scheduled selling because a lot of companies have scheduled selling. I don't think that they would probably sell out thinking that that something bad's going to happen to the company. That would be a really bad look, and I think that that might be something that they would want to stay away from. It might just be maybe their CEO or their CFO or whatever, whoever's selling gets a large part of their compensation in shares, and they just want to sell out a little bit to have some cash. Uh, when you have time to, when you have some time, take a look at the Canadian bit miner bit farms. Yeah, so I have looked at that. I should probably look at it again though. What is the requirements for us to file for Robinhood? Um, also, if we day trade and make 5K deposit and overall have 6K, which is 1K profit, do we get taxed on 1K we make overall? Um, so you would want to check with your tax advisor on that. I can't give tax advice either, but generally, yeah, you would just pay on the profit. But if you lost 15K, you would have a tax write-off. I asked about what to do with AHAC stock. You may have answered my question about whether to keep it or sell it in your live YouTube video. However, I don't have time to go scan through. If you could share the videos along with the timeline where you discuss specific stocks. Yeah, so I mean, I talk about a lot of different stocks, so I don't know if I'll give a timeline. But yeah, you can always go through it like at 2x speed, or you can just like hover over different times. But I like AHAC. I'm still holding it. I talked about it in one of my videos recently. Can you enlighten us on your views on PLL? So I haven't heard about that. Let me see if I can pull it up easily here. So I've never heard about it. I probably don't know about it, honestly. Okay. Yeah, so it's a lithium company. I've never heard about it. So yeah, maybe you have to do some research if people really want to hear more about it. Will you let subscribers know if the stock you share is paid promotion or not? Yeah, so I've only done a couple videos and I've never bought any of the stocks that are paid promotion. But I'd let you know if I did. Uh, what would happen? And they don't want you to buy within 30 days or sell within 30 days before or after. What would happen to the stock price of TRCH when it merged with Meta Materials? I have TRCH. So I thought, okay, let me pull up TRCH. So I saw TRCH. I haven't done a lot of in-depth research on this, but I just saw a lot of bearish sentiment here. And then I saw them being like an oil company. Maybe I have that wrong. Maybe if you guys want to enlighten me in this chat, you can. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't interest me much if it's an oil play. It's down 45% from the high, and even then, it's still up 811%. So like people wrote it up and then realized it's probably overvalued a little bit and then sold off. It seems like. Are you planning to hold GHVI long term? Yes, that is definitely a long term. What happens if you are a day trader and have 50K and want to withdraw 40K, but I have 25 trades already with it, but reduced to 3, or will I be banned for 30 or for 90 days? I'm not a day trader, and there's a lot going on there, so I'm not sure. You probably want to check with a broker. How do I stop my membership to this? It's not clear to me. You can go on Patreon and check it out. Like you can just Google how to cancel Patreon. eToro is merging with FTCV. What are my thoughts on that? Yeah, so I saw that. What was the ticker there? I saw that happening, but by the time I saw it, it was already up so much. Yeah, so it was already up a significant amount. I still haven't looked at their investor presentation yet. I saw this morning and then had some tax stuff, had some other stuff that I had to take care of. But I'll probably take a look at this one just to see what they're thinking, or like what the valuation is and stuff like that. But yeah, $10 billion is pretty big. What's my next buying trigger for CHPT? It looks very tasty. Yeah, so I'll probably look at buying again if it gets into the $20 range, like around $20. I just already have a lot of it, so I don't think I need to pick up a lot more just for my portfolio right now. And like I said, I wanted to pick up more of TPGY soon. So yeah, so I'll buy more if it falls a lot. But like I said, I actually have taxes coming up here too. So we'll see if it falls down that far. What's my opinion on MOTS? So I haven't looked in depth at MOTS before. Yeah, so Modus, I haven't looked at it. It's a really small company. Dr. Dean did a video on it though. Okay, maybe I'll take a look at it. Okay, same question as before. Same question there. If you guys ask it in one spot, I'll answer it. Did this person just buy more shares? There's an SEC filing. Let's see. So this isn't generally where I look. Okay, I'm just gonna go this 1 second. Okay. There are a couple different ways to check this, but I'm just gonna see if it's easier to see here. I mean, I could probably scan through it and figure it out, but okay, number of sales in the last 3 months 0, buys 5. Oh, so they don't probably come out with this yet. I'm on here. Yeah, I'd have to check into that, but probably if you're seeing that she's buying, it might be the case. I see that CLSK is offering at 22, ends on March 18. What price do you think is a good price to buy this at? I think if you're looking long term, you could probably buy now. A lot of the time we see a massive dip the next day, and then the day after that, it usually starts trending back up. Yeah, so they're saying buy right now. Okay. Yeah, so this is the same thing. I need to take a look more in depth at this one. Currently holding TLRY. It's merging with Afria. They're likely to drop and upside to Afria. Yeah, I haven't looked into that before. What's your highest conviction play to load up on heavy? Something that has a good price these days. Thanks. So it totally depends on you and what your risk tolerance is. I told you I bought a couple stocks though recently, so those are obviously the ones I see like as a good buying in price. And I actually updated on a couple stocks that are really down far. Plug I think is probably good long term, but I don't know what it's like valuation wise right now because I haven't covered it really. CLSK is down so much because they raised 200 million in capital, or they announced that they're going to do it. Yep. So there's that. What do you guys have good eyes on? Good time to buy. Yeah. So I'll just show you guys what I had said earlier today. There was a dip. I see ACIC near $10.75. SFTW under 11. TPGY, the EV company I covered last week, 21. GHVI under 16, and then CLSK around 23. And this is not all inclusive. AHAC is down too. There are a bunch of stocks that are down, but those are just some stuff that I see. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to check out the Patreon and you're not already part of it, you can definitely check it out here. Underneath the video, I update on so many different things. All this is just in the last couple, like in the last week or so. So a lot of updates on different stocks and stuff. Get in the general chat every once in a while too. So definitely check that out. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.